Welcome back. Yesterday, we got a big picture view of AI automation. Today, we're going to zoom in and look at the fundamental building blocks of every single automation, the workflow. By the end of this video, you'll understand the three core components that make every automation tick: triggers, actions, and logic. Every workflow needs a starting signal, something that kicks it into gear. That's a trigger. Think of it as the starting gun in a race. Without it, nothing happens. Triggers can be based on a schedule, like running a report every single morning at 9 a.m. They can be event-based, like when a new customer signs up on your website. Or they can be manual, where you physically click a button to start the process. For example, a trigger could be a new email landing in your inbox. That single event can set off a whole chain of automated tasks. So the trigger fires and the workflow starts. What happens next? Actions. Actions are the individual steps, the actual work that the automation performs. A workflow can have one simple action, or it can have hundreds, all chained together. An action could be creating a new folder in your Google Drive, sending a message to a Slack channel, or adding a new customer to your CRM. Each action takes an input, does something with it, and produces an output that the next action can use. It's like an assembly line for your data. This is where automation gets really smart. Conditions and logic allow your workflows to make decisions. The most common type of logic is a simple if-then statement. If a certain condition is met, then do this. For example, let's go back to our email trigger. If the email subject line contains the word invoice, then the action is to save the attachment to your invoices folder. Else, if it doesn't, the action is to save it to a different folder. This allows you to build dynamic, intelligent workflows that can handle different scenarios and adapt to the data they receive. You can create branches, loops, and complex decision trees that mimic human decision-making. Let's put it all together. Imagine you run an online store. The trigger is a new order being placed on your website. The first action is to add the customer's information to your CRM. The next action is to send a confirmation email to the customer. Now for the logic. If the order total is over $100, then add a special VIP tag to the customer's profile in your CRM. Finally, another action. Post a notification in your team's Slack channel with the order details. See how that works? A trigger, a series of actions, and a bit of logic, all working together to automate a complete business process. And that's it. Triggers, actions, and logic. These are the fundamental concepts you'll use to build every automation in this course. In your Do Now project for today, you'll get to design your very first workflow on paper. Get ready to think like an automator. Enjoyed this lesson? Stay ahead of the curve in AI automation. Join our newsletter at news@makeittakeit.org for the latest news, tips, tool updates, and upcoming events delivered straight to your inbox. We would love to have you in our community.